So today I'm going to show you how to make seed tape. There's a couple different ways you can do it. You'll always want to use, or at least I like to use, toilet paper, whatever cheap toilet paper you have. This is, I think it's 2-ply, but I can't get it separated, so I'm just going to use it. You'll also need either a spray bottle, or you can make a slurry of flour and water. You can use either one of those as your glue. If you're doing the water, you would just spray your tape. You can either cut it as well, the toilet paper. You can cut it in half or just fold it over, whichever works best for you. So, and you'll take a toothpick or some sort of piece of wood, so a skewer, toothpick, anything like that. You just take a little bit of your paste and you're going to dot it. However far apart that your seeds recommend. I'm going to be doing carrot seeds, so I'm doing about 2 to 3 inches apart. And just go down the line here and dot the flour. And you can use any flour, or most any flour you'd like. I'm actually using cassava flour because I don't use regular all-purpose flour, but a lot of people use all-purpose flour as to make their paste. And once you've finished with adding the flour to the sheet, you can then move on to adding the seeds. You can take your finger, or I like to use a toothpick and get it wet, and then you can pick up the seed on the end and then place it right in where the flour is at, or if you're using just the wet toilet paper method, you would just place it however far apart you're wanting it. For this, like I said, these are carrot seeds. I'm doing them about 2 inches apart, 1.5 to 2 inches apart. Once you have your seed tape, the seeds on the tape with either the flour glue or the water, you'll just take the other half of the toilet paper and put it on top and pat it down, or you can just take the one section and fold it over. So you could just technically take it and fold it over. I'm going to try this method. You'll also then want to take it and then let it dry somewhere, and then you can roll it up. As you can see, it's spaced perfectly. Once it dries, like I said, you can roll it up, or you can use it immediately if you want, but I'm starting pretty early in the year. So I'm going to go ahead and dry them and then roll them up and have them ready. Just don't forget to mark them. Once it is completely dry, you can just take it and roll it up. Once it's rolled up, you can just store it in baggies or however you want to store it. Just don't forget to mark what they are. And then when you're ready to use it, unroll it into the soil and just sprinkle a tad bit of soil on top, water it, and then the actual toilet paper will disintegrate, and hopefully you will have a nice row of whatever plant you're planting, carrots or salad, lettuce, and you can still, like I put mine a little closer together, that way if some of them don't come up, I can actually thin just barely in between, but this actually saves a lot of thinning, and it takes a little bit of time, but it's a nice activity to do in the wintertime.